quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They begin the drive with Johnson. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw in film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sure, they envisioned a much better start to this game than they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down throw. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and you have to run out the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he will find his man on the outside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's another 1st down, and that'll be a gain of 21 yards. Throwing is Hurts. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Bears at 9-3 here on the year. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the
touchdown Bears. Jacoby Myers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, Dillon. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. George Karlaftis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. Big gain on his sights, but he did not reel it in. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on the punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded inside the 5. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Hurts. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, building his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. It looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. It's Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This is caught. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Bellinger. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. George Pickens as the first half is winding down. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He sets to fire deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Petrie picking up the sack on a safety blitz.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. But give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. He'll drop to throw.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the 44, Hurts.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
Touchdown, Bears!
Rashad Bateman.
44 yards! As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd and 14. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether your quarterback wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Hurts throw complete there to Bateman. Down inside the 10.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
Another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. Interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little role change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
frustrated.
Oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears save. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
This time in the pocket, I'm supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
On second down, Montgomery. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all, but the teammates, the other guy.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That's how multiple guys get to him.
Here's Jamie Gillen down as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Johnson running left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go to Johnson again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And that's the type of one that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
On the ground with a tight end.
Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle.
And that's why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Those are friends in value country would say. That's a little lambia, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want